What's up, guys? It's Wally, and today we're going to be doing some battles with Roaring Moon. Now, if you guys have started building your Series 2 teams already, then you guys have probably seen, if not already built, a Roaring Moon. And rightfully so, because it is a really strong physical attacker with some good bulk, and also a great typing with Dragon and Dark. I mean, you do have that 4x weakness to Fairy, however, because of terastallization, you are able to rid yourself of that, and in fact make yourself strong against Fairy types. Especially with this Roaring Moon that has the Steel Tera. And especially since it has access to Iron Head, not only do you not have to use Tera Blast, but you also have a move that allows it so you have the chance to make your opponent flinch as well. So if you do end up seeing a Sylveon out there that thinks that they're going to get a 4x move on you, you could always tear into a Steel type and not only eat their damage, but be able to hit them with Iron Head and knock them out in one shot as well. Granted, that does work for a lot of other Fairy-type Pokemon as well. It's just the fact that I see a lot of Sylveon, so that's kind of the first example that I could really think of off the top of my head. So if you guys did see the Flutter Mane video, this is the same team, although this time we are focusing on Roaring Moon. So we'll get into the battles, but before we do, as always, if you guys are new here, just haven't yet, please make sure to go down and hit the subscribe button. If you guys do enjoy the video, please make sure to drop a like too. But let's get into the battles. Now, because this is a video featuring Roaring Moon, there may be some matchups that end up bringing Roaring Moon where it may not be the best. So if you guys do have a question about why I'm bringing Roaring Moon, sometimes it might just be because I want to feature it in the video. So I know sometimes it may be a little counterintuitive, but with Roaring Moon and being able to terastallize, I think we can always still get some good use out of it too. But here, let's see. Okay, so I see a Vaporeon. This actually kind of looks like one of my other teams. Fact of the matter is, though, they do have Mouse Hold, and with every Mouse Hold, I always do go with Volcarona. I'm still going to go with Roaring Moon as well. Let's see, they do have Psychic, they do have Grass as well, so Rotom might be a little tough there, unless we can actually save Terastallization for Rotom and go Fire. I think we'll go Annihilape and I'm gonna go Farigiraf as well. Rotom would probably be a smarter call here just because it can terastallize into fire, and it also does have the electric to be able to go into Vaporeon, and also to be able to potentially get some paras and stuff like that too, but I don't know. I think Farigiraf is going to be nice as well. That way, if, you know, for some reason we need to put up Trick Room because, yep, because they do start with Kilowattrel. Okay, well, I know I didn't really finish my thought there. I'm sorry, but and we do have the ability to put up Tailwind as well. The good thing is we are a Dark type with Roaring Moon as well, so we don't have to worry about a Lumina Crash. The downside, though, is that they do have Dazzling Gleam. So I'm going to start with the Struggle Bug. Wait, I didn't want to... Okay, this may be a weak way to start, but I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go with the Protect on Roaring Moon. Just because I want to see if they have Dazzling Gleam. I mean, they could end up putting up Tailwind, yep, but they could end up putting up a screen, but it might be a Dazzling Gleam. Oh, a Feather Dance. Okay, definitely not what I was expecting, so that's good to see. We are able to lower their special, my goodness. Yeah, we lowered both their special attacks by one stage, and that did a lot on Espathra. Alright, let's see. Who would they potentially switch out? No one that I don't really care too much about. So let's go with the Struggle Bug again. I don't think we really have to worry about terastallizing if they're just going to go. But then again, if they do go Feather Dance, that will lower our attack by 2 stages. So who can I swap into? I think I'm gonna swap into Farigiraf just to avoid the Feather Dance, you know? I really don't feel like already... I don't know. I just don't feel like having to swap out already and getting a weak throat chop, you know? Hurricane does a good amount of damage. Ooh, and we get confused too. That is not good. And the Lumina Crash, so... Okay. Okay. Well, our special defense harshly falls. That's not good. We gotta hope we don't hurt ourselves in confusion. We don't. Good. Jeez, imagine how much stronger those would have been without that first Struggle Bug, you know what I mean? Oof. So Kilowattrel goes out, or goes down to -2. Okay, now at this point, I'm trying to think, who do we have? Yeah, I want to see who they have next. Meowscarada, that's fair. Okay, so the good thing is... Actually, I'm kind of curious to see what they have too, because they may have Play Rough, albeit, you know, not necessarily the greatest shot of it, but that's fine. We'll... I think I'm going to go for a Fiery Dance into Meowscarada. I'm going to go for a Hyper Voice, too. Foul Play does a lot. Ah, dang. Yeah. Keep forgetting we don't have screens up. I'm so used to playing with Grimmsnarl that I forget about that. But it's alright, we get the Hyper Voice here. The good thing is Meowscarada. Although Kilowattrel may have had the Sash. Either way, I feel good about bringing in Roaring Moon right here. So on this one, I think we are going to terastallize and be able to go for the Iron Head into Meowscarada. I wish we had Protect. Who can I switch into, though? Annihilape. And yeah, if that's a Hurricane into Annihilape, that is not going to be good. So we're just going to go for the Hyper Voice again. That may end up just sacking Farigiraf, but it's better than the alternative, I think. So we may lose to a Foul Play right here, but I think we may be okay. Yeah, we lose to the Foul Play. Not ideal. I'm guessing that they're Choice Banded, because that means that the... Ooh, let's go! Avoiding the Thunder. We needed something like that really badly. And they should be losing their Tailwind here in just a little bit as well. Question is, who's their last Mon? And we'll lose some HP because of the... Yep, there we go. And we'll lose HP because of the... whatchamacallit? Life Orb. Oh, and having Vaporeon is not great. But the good thing is we didn't terastallize into fire. So that's one real positive, I think. So let's go... I'm going to go for the Throat Chop into Kilowattrel. Probably be safer to go for the Protect, but I'm going to go for the Bulk Up. Wow, they hit the Raw Hurricane. Let's go. Wow, darn. Yeah, because now that they're -2, that really kind of helped us out a bit there. Yeah, I should have thought about the fact that they were probably going to outspeed. That's okay. I think we can do some work here. If we can hit this Drain Punch. Oh, that's right. We did Bulk Up. Never mind. Well, at least the next Drain Punch will do well. Probably going to be either a Yawn or a Hydro Pump. And they hit Hydro Pump. Man, that hits hard too. Okay. So, I mean, we could go for the Iron Head for the flinch. But is it worth it to really take extra damage with a Life Orb for that, you know? I think... actually, I'd have to look up if Yawn is a... Well, either way, let's go for the Throat Chop, and we're going to go for the Drain Punch. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Nice. Okay, please don't hurt yourself in confusion. Nice. And that's it. Let's go. I am surprised at that, because I know Vaporeon has really good bulk in both HP and actually pretty good bulk in special defense as well. But then again, now that I think about it, the Vaporeon that I use actually has like a large investment in physical defense. So, I mean, I guess that makes sense. But either way, that was a lot of damage. And I am very glad it did that amount. So, very good game on that. I think I'm going to have to go with Rotom. Who can really hit hard here? Because the thing is, like, Roaring Moon will be able to hit hard, but they're going to be the one to get faked out. Okay, so this is going to be a real tough one now that I think about it. This may be a big risk, but I think I'm willing to take the risk, I guess. So let's go Rotom Roaring Moon. It will be tough because we will end up, I guess, terastallizing here. So that will be really rough, but it's okay. We're going to do our best. And then we'll also have Annihilape and... You know what? I'm going to go with Flutter Mane just because of the Perish Trap and everything like that, and knowing that they're probably going to go with the Perish Song. I'm going to bring every strong Pokemon that I have. Might not work out for me because I've never done great with like hyper offense teams. I always needed a little bit of bulk on my Pokemon. But I think in this instance, yep. It's going to be a fake out Perish Song. Question is, who are they going into? Let's do that. You know, actually that kind of works out. We're going to go for a Thunderbolt over there, and we're also going to go for a Throat Chop. That way, they're going to fake out one of these guys. We know that for a fact. Question is, which one is it going to be? Either way, Rotom is going to get, Choice Spec, Thunderbolt, which is super effective into Azumarill, or Roaring Moon is going to be able to Throat Chop, stop all sound moves, and it's going to stop the Perish Song. Okay, well, we are not going to be stopping the Perish Song, but hopefully we can do some good damage here. Yeah, that was good damage. And that's the good thing about having choice specs there. Nice. And that really saved me too, because if we didn't KO there and they didn't go for the Perish Song and they ended up going for a Play Rough or something, Roaring Moon would have been gone. So we got really lucky on that. Don't like them though. Alright, we're gonna Thunderbolt over there. Unfortunately, I can't really stop a Spore. I mean, I could go Iron Head and try to get the flinch again to stop the Spore, but why not? Okay, well, they went with the Rage Powder, so that's why you go with the Throat Chop. Well, no flinch. Oh my gosh, imagine what that would have been with a stab move instead, you know? Okay, not bad. Nice crit, too. Let's go. Hitting the 60% hypnosis. Dang. Alright, well, not ideal. But that's okay. Let's try to go for the Throat Chop over there. The question is, That's fair. We're asleep. Don't tell me you go for another Hypnosis. Oh, good. We did go the Thunderbolt over there. Good. Didn't get the Para. Got the heal. Huh. Okay. Okay, that's fair enough. So let's do that, and let's try to throw Chop over there again. We're still fast asleep. That's never great. We gotta hope that we get a crit here to be able to KO. We didn't. Can we get a Para at least? Nope, they do have a berry. It's gotta be a Wiki Berry or something. Yeah. And there's the Heal Pulse. That's fine. And honestly, you know what? Ooh. Okay. Nice crit on that, too. Man. Do we even bother terastallizing a pretty much done Pokemon? Or an already asleep and almost done Pokemon. I mean, to stop the... You know what, I would never necessarily recommend this, but I think I'm going to do it just to prevent the KO. I mean, I do know for a fact that because that one was a crit, you know, that did double the damage than what it was supposed to. So hopefully we wouldn't get crit again, but even if we do get crit, this will stop it from KOing us. So fingers crossed. Nice. I'm glad I didn't go over there. Yikes. That's a little rough. Hey, we got a crit though. Let's go. That's awesome. Oh, and they have a berry too. Oh, and I have Papa Berry too. Understandable. Understandable. Alright, come on now. Oh, Spore and Hypnosis. Two of the things that you never really want to see, you know what I mean? He's going to try to go for it right here because we're guaranteed to wake up. Look at that damage. That's what we should have went with on that first one. People will bring it down. Almost a KO. Heal Pulse makes sense. That had to have been a misclick. Had to have been a misclick. Although, to be fair, I have had issues like that before myself. Because, for some reason, like, the healing moves, like Heal Pulse... I even did this back in Sword Shield with... oh, man, I forget which one it was. It wasn't Heal Pulse, though. I don't know, I think it was with Comfey, though. I forget, maybe it was Heal Pulse. But whatever it was, it accidentally, like, automatically targeted my opponent as opposed to my own Pokemon. And I feel like with, like, healing moves like that, like, you gotta auto-target your own Pokemon. So I've been there before, so Jack, I totally understand, my dude. I'm sorry that you had to deal with that. Let's do that. And neither of those are super effective. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. But which one would be stronger? I mean, we can potentially get the flinch. Yeah, so we'll try it. Rage Powder, which means we're going to get the Iron Head over there. So the Thunderbolt will go over into... yeah. Into Kingambit. That's the name. Nice. Nice crit. Dude, we are getting all these just straight... oh my goodness. Yeah, straight up crit hacks, too. Alright, yeah, we lose lose Roaring Moon right there. I mean, even if we were still our normal Tera, or our normal typing, pardon me, before Tera, we still would have ended up going down there. You know, it's just, you know, it was just unfortunate. That's the downside to Steel, is even though you're trying to cover for the Fairy, you do make yourself weak to, well, you keep yourself weak to fighting, you know? Let's do that. Let's Drain Punch. Little Sucker. It'll do a lot, but definitely not enough to Annihilate. And we get that back. You don't make Annihilate angry. I've learned that the hard way in the past. But there we go. We knock out Kingambit. We had a little bit of luck there with the Heal Pulse and all that, but we also did have a little bit of bad luck with the full 4-turn sleep with Roaring Moon. And a couple other things too, but either way, they kind of balanced themselves out and we came out with the victory. Good game. Alright, this is an interesting team too. It'll be interesting to see if Cinderace ends up coming out. Alright though. So the downside to Roaring Moon is that even though it has wings and it looks like it's flying, its animation is flying, it does not have Levitate or a flying type. So that's going to be a bit of a problem if we end up deciding to terastallize, especially with Garchomp out there. And I'll be completely honest with you too, Gallade is going to be a really, really tough one as well, because Sacred Sword into Roaring Moon, no matter what we terastallize into, it's going to be really tough. So, what I think we're going to do is we're going to go Volcarona and Roaring Moon. And then... And I do think we need to bring Rotom. And I think we'll bring Annihilape too. Yeah, I think that's what it's going to have to be. The good thing about Rotom here is the fact that, man, that thing does have Levitate, so we don't have to worry about an Earthquake. Yeah, and really realistically, I don't know why I was thinking Fire, because I think I had seen a Heat Rotom recently. We don't have to worry about the Rock Slide either, but Cinderace and Gholdengo. Right. Super, super interesting. So... I'm going to go for a Fiery Dance into Gholdengo. Seems ridiculous, but I kind of want to see what a Throat Chop would do to Cinderace. Let's see if they end up terastallizing too. Now the downside to this is that we don't have a screen up to be able to kind of, you know, help ourselves a little bit here, but it's okay. Even if this is a Steel Tera, I think we'll be okay. Okay. Wow, that almost knocked out Cinderace. Wow, okay, that's good to know. It does have a berry. I wonder if that's a citrus. Yeah, just a citrus. Wow. Yeah, not too much. Okay, well, that's still going to do a little bit of damage. I'm surprised Gholdengo went to a Ghost type, though. Roaring Moon survives, that's what I'm talking about. Now on this one, we go Rage Powder. And we're going to try to Throat Chop into Gholdengo. They're probably going to remove Gholdengo. Or not. Alright, well that means we're going to get the Throat Chop on it easily, and we're going to KO it. And then Cinderace is going to do a physical move over into Volcarona, which means it's going to take Rocky Helmet damage, which means I think it's in range to get knocked out right here. Just like Roaring Moon almost got knocked out by that, but... Ooh, that's a lot of damage. But... Burn. I mean, that's a good thing. The Rocky Helmet, it's not quite in damage range. Unfortunately, I forgot that it had the Citrus, but... still good to see, though. Let's go. We do end up... Oh, boy. Everyone's favorite. So, I'm going to go for a Fiery Dance into Amoonguss. I'm going to Throat Chop into Cinderace, too. Just to ensure, because I want to make sure that... Okay, the Rage Powder works as well. We end up knocking out Roaring Moon here, unfortunately, because of the Throat Chop, but... Still does a good amount of damage, though. And we get knocked out with the Rocky Helmet as well. So that did not help things at all. I'm going to go with the Acrobatics again. That KO's Volcarona. They end up taking a little more damage and end up getting KO'd. So 3 total Mons get knocked out here, and 2 of them are mine. But their Amoonguss did take a good amount of damage. So that's a positive thing. We do still have... Oops. Yeah, we do still have Rotom and Annihilape. Depending on who their last Mon is, I'll see who to terastallize. Chompy, huh? Garchomp. Yeah, makes sense. Alright, well, they did terastallize already, so... That's rough. Go for the Rage Fist into Amoonguss. And let's terastallize. Actually, no. No, here's what we're gonna... No, yeah, we're gonna have to do that, because they may go for a... Oh, that's so rough, though. Hold on. And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna protect... And we're gonna trick... We're gonna trick into... Well... No, we're gonna... Oh, no. And now we're choiced into Thunderbolt. I should have been quicker on that draw. Alright, well, this one is totally up to Annihilape, then. But we can hopefully get the Thunderbolt into Amoonguss, though, and maybe we can do some good damage, and maybe potentially get a Para. That'd be pretty cool. Alright, we could potentially knock out... Dang. Okay! He didn't realize I'm choiced. Okay, that is awesome. That is really, really, really good news. That's not going to make this any easier, but... and this just goes to show you guys always make sure to, Dang. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, always make sure that you always pick your moves before anything else, you know? Alright, that's a free Bulk Up right there. That's good. Okay, so Annihilape may be able to finish this off. This is going to be really embarrassing to post if I end up winning this battle. You know, if I didn't have the choice specs, I would actually do a Thunderbolt into Annihilape itself. Because then we'd be able to power up Rage Fist. The Annihilape technically has not been hit yet. So let's bulk up one more time. Let's go for the Thunderbolt again. It's going to be a shame. We do have the speed, though. That's a really good thing. Which, I'll be honest, I'm kind of surprised about. But then again, we are a pretty fast Annihilape. Now our Rage Fist is up to, let's see, we've been hit once, so it's up to 100. We bulked up twice. I think if we do it again, we'll be in a better spot. Let's Thunderbolt again. I know it may be being a little greedy, but I think being able to up our defense is going to be really nice here. Fair enough. Sandstorm. I mean, you're upping your... Well, no, because you're not rock, so you're not upping your special defense, but you are getting chip damage on us, so that's extremely fair. That's fine. We're going to take chip damage, so the lefties are going to... Oh, I bet you they're Sand Veil, which means, Eric, this is going to be the true test, to be honest with you. This is the true test. We're going to go for a Drain Punch. We're going to go for a Thunderbolt again. Do we take rough skin damage? We don't. Okay, so they are Sand Veil. So at least we know that. I don't know why this guy is going into our Rotom, though. Honestly. Because at this point, like, Rotom is worthless. It keeps going with the Thunderbolt because we're choiced into it because we timed out. But even a timeout can't stop this team. The one downside, though, and the thing that I'm extremely afraid of, is the Sand Veil. And they are getting the chip damage, too. Let me check something quickly, too. How many turns of Sandstorm are left? Because he did just put it up, what, 2 turns ago? It should be up for 5 turns, so it should be 2 more turns after this one. I think. So if I check, it'll be 2 out of 5. I hope. For my sake. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna go for 1 more attack. If we miss, then we'll just protect and then go for a another Rage Fist on the next turn after that. I can't believe I choiced myself into Thunderbolt. But you know what? Even though we had 1 Pokemon there that really didn't do anything because I very stupidly did not pick a move because I was deciding if I wanted to trick off the... Yeah, because here... Okay, quickly, just because I know there are going to be some questions, and at least I can refer people to this when I do it, or when I have to respond to it, but the reason why I was taking so much time to figure that one out, and also let me mute this, while I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do there, the 2 things I was thinking about, the main thing I wanted to do was be able to trick the choice specs onto Garchomp. That way, then we would take off whatever they had on them, and that way they would be choiced into 1 move without getting any real benefit at all. However, I also thought of the fact that Amoonguss was probably going to do, or possibly do, Rage Powder. So if I was going to trick it then, if they had another move or something like that that was, you know, a special attack, maybe that was going to do too much damage for us. So I was thinking about that, and then I'm like, well, you know what, then I'll just go for the, terastallization, get fire, and then just straight up, what was that, Terra Blast with fire into Amoonguss to knock it out. Then I'm like, wait, but then that's not going to be very effective against Garchomp. So that was kind of the dilemma there, and by the time, you know, I had thought of what I wanted to do, time was up. So even though that was really not smart on my part, it still worked out in the long run. We still ended up winning, and I will take that victory even though we kind of screwed up there. So we kind of got saved. But either way, really good game though. So despite some missteps there, those are still some good battles, and those were 3 in a row that we ended up winning. And again, we just ended up putting this team together the other day. So the fact that we've gotten, 6 straight wins with it on, well, not necessarily the ladder, but the casual battles with this has been really promising. There are a couple things I know we're going to end up having to change, but for now, this is actually working out really well. And especially Roaring Moon being as strong as it is, especially with Life Orb. Imagine if we actually got a Pokemon out there that was able to activate the photosynthesis as well, and up the attack stat there too. So that would be really incredible, and hopefully we'll be able to get that in one of these battles going forward. But either way, if you guys end up doing that and end up using this team, please feel free to end up showing me, put it down in the Discord or link it in the comments or something like that, because I would love to see what this Roaring Moon could do with Photosynthesis activated and with a Life Orb too. So thank you guys again so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the battles. If you guys did, make sure to go down and drop a like. We'll see you guys next time.